Hello, hi everyone. We have further continued in our part 4 where we have left the part 4. It is the part 5th in where we have continues. We will continue the properties of modern predictable. As earlier we have defined that the modern predictable was based on the atomic number. It is in this arrangement all the elements are arranged on the basis of the increasing order of an atomic number. Suppose that if the element has the atomic number 1, it should be placed on the first position. If it has another element has a atomic number 2, it will be placed on the second number. So on this way is in the increasing order of atomic number is the increasing order of the numbers. Same way the elements of the atoms are placed. Those who have a smallest atomic number should be placed first, and having a more atomic number than their the atom that we have placed should be placed to the next one. Yes, so on simply we can say that the arrangement of the elements in the modern predictable is based on the increasing order of an atomic number. Now here are the some properties where we have to define it, that what are the properties of the modern predictable. One thing need to be considered in your mind, that the modern predictable resembles with the predictable of the Mendeleev classification. What the Mendeleev classified the elements and how he made it the table. The modern predictable also match that rule. There is a we can simply say that there is a fixing in the Mendeleev predictable are the new form of the Mendeleev predictable known as by the modern predictable, where there are some exceptions in the modern Mendeleev predictable. We have break these, we have solved these exceptions, and we have make some type of perfections where it is required. As the Mendeleev predictable is based on the atomic weight, but modern predictable is based on the atomic number. Now, as in the Mendeleev predictable, the vertical columns and horizontal rows. The vertical columns are called groups in Mendeleev predictable. Same is the case in the modern predictable. The vertical columns are known as by groups in the modern predictable. As you have saw the predictable, that is modern predictable, where there is a vertical columns. These are known as by the groups, and there is a horizontal rows which are known as by the periods. So it represents the period and it represents the group. That was the same as we have explained in the Mendeleev predictable. What are the characteristics of the group? That we have said that every group, each group's elements have the same physical and chemical properties, approx up to the 80 to 90%. So there is the same conditions that the elements which are included into the one group, they should possess the same physical and chemical properties. Why they have the same physical and chemical properties? The answers of that question is that valence electrons, because the atom of elements present into the same group have a same number of valence electron, which is the reason why, hence the properties of the element which are present into the one group have a same type of properties. Either they are chemical properties or they are the physical properties. What is the reason behind the repetitions of the properties are the similarities in the properties of the elements which are found into the one group, that is they all have a same valence electron. Let me clarify with one example, that in the first group there is a lithium, sodium, potassium, ruthenium, and above the lithium there is a hydrogen. As here the outermost electron into the lithium is 1, outermost electron into the sodium is 1, outermost electron into the potassium is 1, outermost electron in cesium is 1, ruthenium is 1, and cesium is also 1. So simply I mean to say that all the elements which are included into the first group all have a same number of electrons into the outermost shell or into the valence shell. Due to their one electron in their outermost or valence shell, they share the same physical and the chemical properties. Is that clear? Now further we have moved ahead on. As you all know that we have said that the vertical columns are known as by the groups and horizontal rows are known as by the period. As we have classified these things in the Mendeleev periodic table. Same was the concept in the modern periodic table, but there is the exception. The explanations behind the repetition of the same physical and chemical property is different. Where we have said that the physical and chemical properties are dependent on the atomic mass, but right now we have said that physical and chemical properties of the element are dependent on the atomic number. Now another thing is that there are the 7 horizontal rows are known as by the groups. There are the 18 they are known as by the period. There are the 18 vertical columns known as by the group. The numbering start from the first and ends to the 18. And there are the 7 horizontal rows into the modern periodic table. Now the next question is that how many electrons should we put into the one period? The answer of that question is come from the number of electrons present into their outermost shell. How many number of electrons present in their outermost shell will give the answer how many atoms should be present into the periods. As you all know that in first period there are 2 atoms, there are 2 elements. Why there are the 2 atoms or 2 elements? Because there is a formula that is known as by 2n square. Here n represent the number of outermost shell. The number of outermost shells of the period will decide how many atoms he will occupy, how many atoms should be present into the period. Into the first period, this outermost shell is S shell and has a maximum number of 2 electrons, or we can prove with the help of this one that S represent into the first period the value of n is number of outermost shell is 1. So we will solve it 2 into 1 whole square, the answer comes to the 2. Hence there are the 2 atoms present into the first period. Similar way into the next in the second period there are the 2 shells are present, the outermost shell is second shell. Hence the value of n is 2 into the second period. So the answer comes to the 2 whole square. We will solve it, the answer comes to the 8. Into the third one, the number of element present into the first period is 2, second is 8 and third is 18. How the 18 comes? 2, 3 whole square. The answer should be 18. So in this way, the number of atoms present into the group should be decided by the number of electrons present into their outermost shell or into their respective shells. So if we solve this formula 2n square, there is a formula 2n square where n represents the number of given shell. It will give us an idea how many number of electrons should be present into the each period. So the first period contains the 2 atoms are 2 elements, second period contains the 8 element, third period contains the 18 element, fourth contains the 18, fifth contains the 18, sixth contains 32 and 7 contains the 32 element. In this behalf, there are the number of electrons are present into the their number of atoms present into their respective periods. And how we know that how many number of atoms present into the respective period? The formula we will whenever we will solve this question, this formula, we will get the answers, the accurate answers. Now we should continue our topic, that these are the properties of the modern periodic table, and one of the most interesting thing in the modern periodic table, the position of each and every atoms of element represent the reactivity of that atom. Where the element is present, it itself shows its most of property. Either let me whenever there is our next topic where we have decided if the atom is present into the right hand side or into the left hand side. If it is present into the left hand side, it means it is a non-metal. If it is present into the right hand side, it means it is a metal. If it is present to bottom, it means it is a it has a high atomic number. It has a high atomic mass. So simply mean to say that the position of each and every atoms in the modern periodic table give us the idea of the reactivity or the chemical reactivity of that atom in that atom. Now what are the trends in the modern periodic table? There are some trends that repeats here. First one is the valency. What The valency means the combining capacity of an atom or element is known as by valency. Each single atom or element combined with how many number of further atoms or element, that is the valency of a particular atom. How we know that, why there is a concept of the valency? Because each and every element tends to complete its octet, means there should be number of 8 electrons into its outermost shell. As we have learned into the 9th class, that means 8 electron in outermost shell represent the stability of an atom. So in order to attain the 8 electron in the outermost shell, sometimes they gain the electron or they lose the electrons. So how many electrons they lose or how many electrons they gain, and it gives the valency of an atom. As you know that except the hydrogen, every atoms form to or tend to complete its octet. As the valency of hydrogen is 1 and valency of oxygen is 2. It means hydrogen further will combine with the next atom with the next atom who has a valency 1. Hydrogen will combine with the one next atom, and oxygen has a valency 2. It means oxygen will combine with a monovalent 2 atoms. Monovalent means those atoms which has a one valency are known as by the monovalent. Either they are the positive valency or negative that we have considered on the basis of the cation and anion, but it doesn't mean. The monovalent means single valency represent monovalent and two valency represent the bivalent. So in this way, one oxygen atom has a possibility of formation of the 2 bonds. So it will form the one bond with the hydrogen and same another bond with the another hydrogen atom. So hydrogen combines with the one atom, hydrogen combines with the one atom of oxygen, but the oxygen combines with the 2 atom of a hydrogen. So simply we can say that combining capacity of an atom or element represents their valency. Now what are the trends, what are the changing in the valency if we have moved from left to right or top to the bottom into the modern periodic table? If we move from left to right, valency first of all increases and then decreases. If we go from top to bottom into the group, there is no change into the valency. Why? Because in a group the electronic configuration remains same. Due to the same electronic configuration, the valency in a group will remain same. As we have described here, that lithium has the outermost 1 electron, sodium has the outermost 1 electron, potassium has the outermost 1 electron. So they have a same number of electronic configuration into their outermost shell, hence the valency of all the elements of the one group is also the same. Atomic size. What is the atomic size? The size here represents the atomic radius. The distance between the nucleus and outermost valence shell electron or outermost orbit of an atom represent its radius. As in a circle, we have said that if we have a circle, the distance between center to its outermost circumference or outermost its boundaries represent the radius. Same way, the distance between nucleus and outermost subshell of an atom represent the radius of an atom. So the radius of an atom simply represent the atomic size of an atom. What are the changing in the atomic size from in a group or from going left to right? It will be discussed into our further chapter topic. Up to that, you have need to clarify in your mind the atomic size means simply atomic radius. That what is the atomic radius? The distance between nucleus to the outermost shell of an atom represent the atomic radius. So there are some changing from going from top to bottom into the group or from left to right into a period. So these changing we will describe into our next part. For now, that thing should be clarified in your mind, and tata for now. We will meet into our next classes. Please subscribe my channel and watch it and share with your friends. For now, there's a goodbye. Tata for now.